Joining us, this is The What Now. We begin in the United States of America, where the footage of the Louisville shooting have been released. At least 5 people were killed and several more injured when a gunman entered Old National Bank in Louisville, Kentucky. Officer Nickolas Wilt, who responded to the shooting, is in critical condition. A bodycam footage released by the police department shows the moment Officer Cory Galloway engaged with the shooter and killed him. There is more in this report, as we would like to warn that some images and sounds may be disturbing, and viewer discretion is therefore advised.
Bodycam footage released by the police from the Louisville shooting has been released by the department.
Suspect down! Get the officer!
The footage shows the moment Officer Cory Galloway engaged with the shooter, killing him. Officer Nickolas Wilt, who responded to the shooting, is said to be in critical condition. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg, along with other local leaders, provided an update to the downtown bank shooting that took the lives of 5 people and wounded at least 8 others. Dr. Jason Smith, Chief Medical Officer of the University of Louisville Health System, provided an update on the victims being treated at the hospital.
An update from us: we still have 4 patients in the hospital. 2 remain in the ICU. Officer Wilt still remains in critical condition, but we have been able to upgrade our other patient in the ICU to stable condition. The other 2 remain in the hospital being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. I want to thank my team, again, the emergency department, physicians and nurses, my trauma team at U of L Health, and all those that supported us yesterday. I also want to send a thank you to the American Red Cross. We used 170 units of blood yesterday to treat these victims, which far outstrips our hospital capacity, and their ability to get us that blood to save those lives helped save.
Speaking about the suspect, Jacqueline Gwynn Villarreal offered new details on the suspect, who has been identified as 25-year-old Connor Sturgeon.
The mayor and everyone who is in attendance on today, we have learned that the suspect in this incident was a current employee with Old National Bank. We have also learned that he purchased the weapon used in this tragic incident on yesterday, on April the 4th. He purchased the weapon legally from one of the local dealerships here in Louisville. We have executed a search warrant on his residence, and we have recovered items, and we cannot get into specific details on what we recover at this time because, again, the investigation is ongoing, and we want to make sure that we're providing accurate information. The family deserves that, and the community deserves that.
Reactions have continued to trail the mass shooting, with the congregation at Holy Trinity Church leaning heavily on their faith and each other. Father Shane Duval, who is a pastor at the church, speaks on the personality of one of the victims, identified as 40-year-old Josh Barrick.
Just a likable, kind, he's a big guy, and just had a bubbling personality, and you could tell he loved his family, he loved his faith, he loved this community, and he just loved life.
Similarly, a mini memorial has been set up on the steps leading into and in front of the Old National Bank downtown, with rose petals in a circle around the candle placed on the ground. Several community members add bouquet of flowers onto it. There are expectations that the memorial will continue to grow as people get off work. This shooting has renewed calls for gun reforms in the United States as President Joe Biden continues to demand action to protect U.S. communities.